Whenever people ask me what my favorite game is, without hesitation, I say Mario 64. That may sound like a cliched answer, but it honestly is the truth. When this game came out, it blew me away. It blew me away the same way Super Mario Brothers did. It was just such an advancement in the technology, and took the Mario franchise and put it in a completely different world, a completely different experience that I was mesmerized by. I'd not played, the only 3D game I'd played up to that point was Virtua Fighter. So to have this expansive world where you could just run around and explore and do things like climb trees and just chase butterflies and you know, just kind of do whatever you wanted, really, was such an amazing thing, and I loved it. I would just explore every nook and cranny. I remember I played that game probably more than I've played any game ever. Got all 120 stars, had nothing but fun with this thing. It was a challenging game in certain aspects, but it was all well worth it. The graphics at the time were just gorgeous, and the music and the sound effects in particular, I think, really took it to another level as far as the experience and the tone and the atmosphere. So we got the game shortly after the 64 was available with the console. I do remember being angry that it didn't come packed with the system. And in my memory, I think that was the first time that we had a system that was like that. So I think Sonic came with the Genesis. I don't know about the Super Nintendo because I didn't play that, thanks to Dongo. Nintendo made the experience of playing a Mario game so much more enjoyable than I'd ever had before. I loved Super Mario Brothers. I loved Mario 2. That 3 was all right. But Mario 64, man, that did it for me. The 3D world especially, I think, was such a new thing for me, but it was handled beautifully by Nintendo. And the different worlds, you know, I don't know. I thought the game was, especially for a launch title, was so polished, especially when you look at something like Shadows of the Empire, where your guy felt like he was kind of running, but kind of floating as well. Mario felt like he was solid and he was actually making contact with the ground. I was amazed by the different moves, the different jumps and stuff that they put into this game that you could do. You could do all kinds of stuff that, you know, you jump bouncing off walls and stuff that I would have never thought possible in a Mario game that you could do in this thing. The reason why I say it's my favorite game is because I've never had that much fun playing a single game before ever. And that should be the reason why a game is your favorite. The game is perfect, in my opinion. Mario Sunshine wasn't as good, I think, though, because, well, it wasn't as good a game, but the newness of having that 3D world to go in and explore and stuff was such an eye-opener that when Mario Sunshine came out, you kind of already had that experience, so it wasn't as exciting, I think. The fact that you could just get lost and go and explore and do whatever you wanted. Have Mario sit there for a while and fall asleep, you know? Little things like that, I think, just added to the charm of the game and created a wonderful atmosphere that I, to this day, have not been able to equal in a game.